To open us up in prayer, so if everybody would stand.
Heavenly Father, thank you again for this day. Thank you for the blessings that you've bestowed upon each of us and our city as a whole. We thank you for Red's recovery from his recent physical problems, and I ask that you continue to bless him, bring him back to full recovery. We ask that you be with us throughout this meeting, give us wisdom and understanding to do things that are correct and good in your sight. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Place flag, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, I'd like to welcome everybody to our council meeting. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from the previous meeting? Got a motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Has everybody had a chance to look at the paid bills?
Make a motion to approve.
We got a motion and second to pay the bills. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, going on into our agenda. Our committee reports. Do we have any committee reports from any of our departments? Information. Okay. Any of our department heads? Anything? Okay. Ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance 2019-03. Second reading of the ordinance to annex property off Roden Drive in the Fisher community owned by Marlon and Ann Blaylock.
Had no opposition?
No.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, resolution 2019-39 granting tax abatements to G2 Supply LLC. Okay. Hello.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to come before you and submit a request for non-educational sales dues and non-educational property taxes for G2 Supply LLC in Fort Payne. We're growing and have recently outgrown the facilities on Sylvania Road and have purchased a building on Williams Avenue for their expenditure. And the capital investment on this project is $834,880, and they will be creating an additional 9 jobs. So I just wanted to submit that request for your consideration, and also have with us Ron Griffin. Ron is the president of G2 Supply, and just wanted to say a few words.
Thank you guys for having me. The economy's doing great in Fort Payne, DeKalb County. And with the help of you guys and Economic Development Board, we're growing. Business is expanding, and we've outgrown the 44,000 square foot facility that was Jamel Container that we acquired 4 years ago. We're opening this facility up to continue to expand projects, local projects with local manufacturing and distribution. It's just, the economy's very good, and we appreciate the support and the opportunity to continue to grow in DeKalb County.
Well, this other building y'all are looking to purchase,
Yes, sir.
is that in addition, or is that gonna be in addition to the one you're using
Yes, sir.
now, or
Yes, sir. Yeah.
will you have it plus?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we weighed options of adding on versus expanding. It made more sense because of the time frame. Once again, start talking to local contractors, they're all very busy.
Yeah.
Getting somebody to commit to any type of time is very tough right now, so.
Yeah.
This was an old notary mill, and we were able to, come to agreement on that, so that gives us a lot of additional space. So, new website, if you guys wanna visit, is g2supply.com. We're anybody that makes a product, we supply components to get their product from manufacturing to their customer. So this is just an add-on, kind of separating the business. Love to have you guys come by if you want to come take a tour. You know, we're a support to our local manufacturers. Some people would call us a tier 2 in some industries, but we supply all the ugly stuff, the way they can put their items in a box or a pallet and get it to their end user. So this is additional component manufacturing and assembly that allow us to continue to grow and be successful.
And just add 9 additional jobs off the bat.
Yeah, well, within a short period of time, we are estimating.
I'm gonna make the motion to approve this.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And I will point out that there's
Put down.
apple, later.
Surely not. That's a failed check.
Okay, on to new business. Authorizing a letter of agreement with Aldott for snow and ice removal.
We do this at
Danny, you
We're gonna wait till next week.
Think you can handle that, Tim?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, activity permit, Erica Stevens with St. Jude's Holidays Shopping Expo for St. Jude's Hero Run. November the 2nd from 10 to 4 at the Alabama Walking Park.
Peggy,
Aye.
this is my 4th year of doing this. I am a survivor from St. Jude's, so this is a way for me to help me raise money for the run that I do in December, which is always the first Saturday of the month in December. They have me throughout the states, Florida, Utah, Nashville even does them, but I do it. They are only at Memphis because we actually get to run through the campus. But the vendor event is where vendors get to come, direct sales, arts and crafts, baked goods, whatever, is to come set up, sell their products. They keep what they make. I get what I charge the vendors is how I help raise money, and then do a silent auction and do a bake sale. In the last 3 years, I've had it at a different location, and it's been kind of hit or miss, so I don't know if it's the location that I've got it in. So I was wanting to try the pavilion this year to see if maybe it being in a central location and being a little bit more in the middle of town, if I may have a better traffic. Get it for that day.
It's November the 2nd.
Yes, the vendor event's November 2nd.
And there's no one else requesting that. Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Thank
Good
you.
deal. Okay, streetlight request. Steve O'Neill at 302 Wilkes Drive. Randy, you good with that one?
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Public hearing for October the 15th to receive comments from the proposed rezoning of approximately 37 acres off Galt Avenue across from Howell.
This is the property that Mr. Wilson, Randy Wilson, has purchased recently, and he needs the zoning change. The planning commission approved it, correct? It is correct. And in order to meet the publishing requirements as set by law, the date of the hearing needs to be October 15th.
Is this the Ridge?
Yeah.
Golf?
37 acres.
So moved.
You got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, I will say that it is good to see Red Taylor back with us today.
Thank you.
Been out a couple of meetings, and it's definitely a joy to see him come walking in this morning. So, Mayor, do you have anything for us today?
I do, but are you gonna do anything?
I just suppose he needs to go into the budget process.
That's just a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two or three things I wanted to mention. Tim has finished the normal paving arrangement, but we've got two other jobs that haven't been done. One of them goes along with the Valley Joist expansion down on Jordan Road, which we got a okay from the state to go ahead and do that. I think he's got a hearing or a conference set up with the asphalt people. He hadn't had it this Thursday.
Here at 2 o'clock.
So anyway, he'll be starting that process before too long. The other one is Whitehall Road. And I think we need to make a decision before we spend a bunch of money on Whitehall Road as to what we're gonna do with it on a permanent basis. Are we gonna allow the same traffic on it or what? And y'all need to make that decision. I have a feeling that, well, it's iffy whether the road's gonna hold up. We think it might, but I hate to see us go through this thing 3 or 4 years from now. I hate to see y'all go through this thing 3 or 4 years from now. So anyway, anybody got any suggestions?
Well, one of the things that we run into is right there where the big tear out is, there were 5 runs of limestone across the road. Half of those were broken out by the water department and dug out, but the other side of the lane wasn't. That's all gonna have to come out to ever get a base in there. So there's a good bit of work that's gotta be done to it. That's something that we can do, but until we get that limestone out of there and go back with a good base, it's not gonna hold up. So I think Tim's looked at that and estimated what parts of the road are gonna have to be dug out, but there's more of it gotta be dug out and put back right before we can do anything, or it's just gonna be a waste of paving. So I'm for fixing it back right, and then we need to make a decision as to what we're gonna do long term. But if we build it back to the standards that we can probably build it back, it would probably hold the traffic, but it's gonna be a substantial amount of gravel has to go in there to build that base up. You can't build it up with chert on that limestone, because it's just limestone and clay, limestone and clay. So,
Yeah, I went up the other day and looked at it again, and most of it's holding up pretty well, the other part, till you get down there to that.
it's right there at the driveway.
At
That's
the
worst part.
driveway, and of course, it was pretty rough there for a while. Have you been up since you and I talked the other day? It's got some paving there,
Yeah.
and it's cracking this way, and it may be because of what you're talking about.
It's coming, and it's crazy, but the drier it gets, the worse the ground gets. Ground is shifting all over town right now from the drought, so to speak. But the problem we had up there when they got the rock out was the water department put a brand new line in 2 years ago on the left side going up, and it was literally laying on that limestone. So they came in and broke the rock out with a jackhammer to keep us from messing that line up, and then Tim's guys dug it all out and it filled it back with chert and stuff. But it's gonna have to go down the other side of the road all the way over to that driveway to ever get it out of there right.
You're gonna have to have some water on it before you tell.
Yes.
Everything's too dry.
Yeah.
Everything matters right now.
It's gonna be a good fix, but I'm sure he can do it.
Well, Tim will do it right as far as that goes. My concern is that we just need to make sure that we are all in agreement as what we're gonna do after it's fixed. And we got, 4 or 5 weeks before you actually pave anything up there, right? Yeah. Okay. We have a vacancy on the planning commission. Francis Wright, who's been on the commission about 20 years, resigned, retired, if you want to call it that. So anybody that's got any suggestions of anybody that you think might be interested, let me know. I'm trying to come up with a list of folks. I've asked Eric, he's here, I think, isn't he? Come on up, Eric. I've asked him to give you a brief explanation or what have you on some of the cybersecurity problems that's been in the local area or the state area or what have you, and we've been talking with some different companies about things that we can do. So
The mayor had brought me some information back from the meeting he went to with the league, and so we contacted one of the companies that was there. We've got some proposals, pretty in depth. There's 4 different ones, 4 different prices. We also have a security consultant coming in Tuesday to speak with he and I about some of the issues that's going on. We probably need to sit down and have a work group session. I'll just be honest with you, it's not something that I can sit up here and explain in a couple of minutes, but we did want y'all to be thinking about that. Larry has the proposals. If you want to look at those, I have them. But if you guys could set aside some time, because this, the threat is ever increasing. We had an email scare yesterday with some stuff that was coming through. It was coming out of China, but it had our employees' email addresses on it. So a lot of our employees don't realize that. They open the attachments. Thankfully, our firewall had stripped the things before it got into the building. But I do think it's something that we need to sit down and talk about. So you guys are ready for that.
these guys are very sophisticated in the way that they do stuff. And they've got it to the point now where they don't physically do it. They've got everything programmed, and the program runs itself, and it's just jumping from here, there, and everywhere. And that's probably what happened the other day. Once they get into the system, then it's too late at that point. And I know we've had one local business hit around here that I know of, and there were several cities throughout the state, and I forget which one it was, but it was a small city, and they got hit by ransomware, and they wanted $50,000 to give them their data back and give their system back to them, and the mayor told them, he said, we just don't have it, it's too small a town. Said, we'll give you $8,000. They took it. They got their system back. No guarantee you get it back. So anyway, it's something it is a threat. There's no question in my mind. It will, sooner or later, we're going to have trouble. It's just a matter of we won't be sure that we got all our ducks in a row, so that when we do have trouble, we've got a process that we can get out of it.
We have a work session, we need to include the department heads.
Yes.
Okay.
Once we get through talking with the security expert that's coming in Tuesday, they provide training to the staff and the employees, and that's something I'd like to look at, because like I said, if you get an email from a legitimate email address, a lot of times they don't think about it, and they click on stuff before they examine the message closely or reply to the request closely, and things like that. So there's a lot of things that I think we could talk about and decide which course we want to take.
Now, the only other thing that I've talked about, Patrick has got prices and everything on the Packer. He got that information to Andy. I think the original manufacturer list price is $600 and something thousand. Got it down to what, $481?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, $481. We'd like to go ahead and order that. It'll be in next year's budget when we pay for it. Nope. Yeah, we use it.
We do have that kind of large money. I don't have trouble. It needs to be put back.
Yeah, it's in the budget already.
Maybe we can change the oil.
Yeah.
Patrick and I were talking yesterday. It's getting to the point where you can't find mechanics to work on this type of equipment. And when you buy something, you better get you a maintenance agreement at the same time. And then you got to figure out how long you want to keep it, what kind of agreement you're gonna have. So that's something. And two, a lot of places are going to lease arrangements rather than purchase arrangements for that reason. So, yeah.
Okay. So does anybody in the audience have anything today? Want to bring before the council?
Y'all don't have anything to say, but y'all look mighty good up there, I can tell you that. I appreciate what y'all do. I'm sitting at home relaxing and just enjoying it, but I know behind the scenes there's some hard work going on. Trying to please all 15,000 of us sometimes can be difficult, but I definitely appreciate you guys standing up there and see Red back. It's just awesome to see you. So our prayers are with you, that God will give you wisdom to do what you do. And once again, just thanks from everybody that I know for the job that you do, that sometimes we may not understand exactly what it is. But Godspeed to you guys, and hope you continue to do a good job.
And we appreciate Walter appreciating us, right?
Yes. Appreciate the job that you did for the time that you was on council.
And you can announce now that you're running for next.
God is good, let's just put it that way.
Anybody else? Well, again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the council meeting today, and I think we need to go into executive session.
Second.
Got a motion and a second? Yes.
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 We will consider ourselves in executive session.